So the last few days have been fucking great. If you don't know, and if you don't follow me on Twitter, which I highly recommend you guys should go and do, I actually got tested positive for COVID, so I'm kind of feeling a little bit under the weather at the moment. I'm not exactly feel like dropping dead essentially, but I am feeling a little bit under the weather. Like, I know last night I had a little bit of difficulty breathing, but other than that, I am completely fine. And honestly, I just thought I'd make this video because it was a pretty funny story. And yeah, you guys seem to have liked the last life story. It got a decent amount of views, so I thought I'd make another one. Now, this story is to do with me being ridiculously drunk, and it takes place about a year ago. So essentially, around a year ago this month, my friend was having a bit of a garden party at his house, and me, my parents, all went to this party at my friend's house. Now, we got there, and my friend said, "Oi, I've got a bottle of vodka, do you want to do some shots?" Now, I fucking despise vodka. I think this is probably a good thing to say right here. Like, honestly, vodka tastes like shit. It was raspberry vodka as well, which just basically gives me indigestion. I fucking hate it. But I did say, yeah, go on then, and we went into the living room, and we started basically doing shots. Now, every single time I almost died after having one of these shots, and I had to, drink a bit of cider just to, wash the taste out of my mouth. And that probably wasn't helping, to be honest, because I ended up going through, 2 cans of cider with half a bottle of vodka as well. So when I was there, I was feeling pretty drunk by the end of it, and we decided, you know what, since there's no one at my house, we are going to go back to mine and have a few more drinks and watch some TV, and also grab some Xbox stuff. So we end up heading back to mine, and on the way there, we're kind of stumbling, really drunk, and we get there eventually, and the key wouldn't turn, and we spent 25 minutes trying to get my door open, which was really annoying. Eventually though, we just give it a right good turn, and it eventually just clicks and opens. Yeah, we get in, and we start doing glasses of whiskey, and getting even more drunk, and eventually I just stopped remembering what happened, so I can't exactly say with 100% detail what happened in this story, but from now on I'm just going to go off what my friends have told me. And the first thing that happened is we watched Rick and Morty in Hindi for some reason. I can't even remember. It was the weirdest shit ever. So essentially, we're there, and my good friend Calvin, who has been mentioned in this last story time, he turns around to me and says, "Oi, so this guy, let's call him Liam, who's one of my good friends from primary school. Calvin says that Liam is driving by in his car, and can he come by for a bit?" So I say, yeah, that's fine. I didn't know, I remember saying this, and then he rung us half an hour later saying he's on his way, so we're yeah, sick. And then around that time is when I stopped remembering things. The last proper thing I remember is that phone call. So he gets here, apparently, and I'm just thinking, you know what? Let's get the vape out. Now, at this moment in time, I didn't vape, and I was looking after the vape that I have now for one of my friends, because he was like, "Oh yeah, my parents are going to search my room, so can you look after it?" So I was like, yeah, sure. And it remained in my lockbox for about 2 years or something like that. It remained there for an incredibly long time, until this day. So apparently my friend comes, I get this vape out, and we're sat in my garden vaping, and I just flop. Apparently I just fall off the bench and face palm the floor, and then I get moved from my garden into the downstairs toilet, which you may have seen in some vlogs, and I'm basically just led over the toilet, just fucking throwing up. My good friend Liam gets me some water to, just kind of make me feel a little bit better. And I'm like, yeah, thanks, mate. I apparently kept saying thanks over and over again, which was quite funny. But yeah, essentially, after this, my dad came home, and he kind of put me to bed, essentially. He cleaned up some of the vomit that was on the floor, which was probably not a very nice thing to do. It's actually disgusting to clean that shit up. It's honestly the worst thing to clean up. I'd actually sooner clean up shit than I would that. Vomit is absolutely disgusting. But yeah, essentially, the next thing I remember, I'm in my bed, it's 3 o'clock in the morning, and it's pitch black outside. The window's still open, and I go up, and I feel completely fine. Like, normally, now, I'd have a hangover of some kind, but back then even, I just didn't feel anything. But anyway, that's pretty much it for that story, and it was a bit of a shorter one. I'm probably going to have another weed story coming relatively soon, but make sure you guys look out for that. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please leave a like and subscribe, or you can join the Discord server as a link down below. But anyway, this has been QuinntonTV, and I'll see you all in the next one.